Hello and welcome everyone to Free School Guru. So today we are going to talk about simple future tense. In the last two lessons we learned about simple present tense and simple past tense. And the next logical form is a simple future tense. So what is a future tense? So as the word says, simple future tense describes an action that is going to happen in future. So an action that is going to happen, which has not happened yet, is called a simple future tense. And an easy way to identify a sentence, whether it's in future or not, is to identify usage of words like will and shall with the base form of verb, right? So base form of the verb, as you know by now, for example, think is the base form of verb. The second and third form of think is thought and thought. So when I say will and shall with a base form of verb, so for example, I will go to the park today. So will, go. Go is the base form of verb, the action. So it describes an action which is going to happen in future. We shall finish the work. We shall go to temple for prayers. Okay, so let's write the definition first. Simple future tense describes an action that is going to happen in future. And rule 1. What is the rule 1? I said rule 1 is usage of will, shall with the base form of verb. That clear? Let's take some examples. This house will be decorated during Christmas. Michael will come to our home today. So in both these sentences, look at the usage of will. So let's start with this house will be decorated during Christmas. So the other usage of future tense could be will, shall be. So you can also say will be, shall be. I will be going to the park. We shall be finishing our work, right? So you can use be as well with shall and will. The second sentence we talked about, Michael will come to our home today. Okay, so this describes an action that is going to happen later today, not in present, right? So let's look at some more examples of future tense. I am about to finish my homework. Now this is again an interesting example of future tense. It does not use will and shall. But then still, if you look at the statement, understand the action. So the action is finishing. I am about to finish my homework. Okay, so let me give you some more examples of future tense which essentially do not use will and shall, and then we will come back to example each of them, and then we'll talk about it. So we talked about be. Now let's take another one. He is going to be a soccer champion. Okay. We shall overcome this hurdle. I am leaving for New York this Sunday. Okay. So, and then let's also take some of the question statement, interrogative statement, which are future in nature. Will they accept poor grades in school? Okay. Will the rules be followed by the players on field? Okay, so now we've got plenty of examples, so let's look at them one by one. Okay, so the first example, this house will be decorated. This is an example of future. So notice the usage of be. Next sentence, Michael will come to our home today. So this is a simple example of future tense. You can easily identify looking at the usage of will. Now this is interesting. I am about to finish my homework. Now about to is the word which is basically suggesting that the action is going to happen in future. Okay, so that's why it makes it a future tense. He is going to be a soccer champion, which means sometime in future, not now. So there is no will or shall with base form of the verb in this sentence, but this is still a good example of a simple future tense. So he is going to be a future soccer champion. Next, we shall overcome this hurdle. So this is a simple one, usage of will and shall. I am leaving for New York this Sunday. Again, beautiful example of a future tense. No usage of will or shall, but yet it is a future. So sometimes you can read the statement and yourself you can identify this action is going to happen in future. So yeah, this is a future tense. Next becomes an interrogative future tense, right? So interrogative form. Will they accept the poor grades in school? So it's a question, right? But then again, it's an open-ended question which we don't have answers for. We will only come to know in future. That's why it's asking a question. Will they accept poor grades in school? We don't know yet. Maybe, maybe not. So it's a question in future. That's why it's a future tense. Next, will the rules be, okay, there's a mistake here. Yeah. Will the rules be followed by the players on field? So the game has not started. Somebody's asking a question. The speaker of the sentence is asking a question. Will the rules be followed by the players on field? Maybe, maybe not. We will come to know when the game starts. Okay, and then we'll see. So these are all examples of future tense. Okay, so I've given you enough different flavors of sentences by which you can identify whether the sentence is a future tense or not. Okay, so read these examples, listen to the lesson again, and if you have any questions, leave a note on my site and I will get back to you. So good luck and take care.